It's been sitting around for so long. Before I got it, it was sitting in a barn for, I don't know, 10 years. But is a VL covered in boxes. Bought this car 10 years ago and it's just sat in the garage ever since. What this is all about, getting this car from covered in boxes to a maad street car. Factory colour, all factory badges, some maad wheels, black engine, all body redone. The car is going on a rotisserie. And then from there, I guess I'll, so look at this. We're getting a new carport in the next couple of weeks because I'm just sick of all this, the rest of it. The house is nice now. The carport and the garage and the cars. So all this is getting all new. But the main thing you're here for is the build of this car. Let's take a look. That's it right there. That's the car right there. That thing. Covered in boxes. Wow. This is my VL. It has been with me for around 9 years. I bought it off a mate of mine for $400. Pretty cheap. Back then he said he wanted $500. I said I'll give you 400 and he said yeah, cool. So different times, 11 years ago, 10 years ago, 9 years. The car's a genuine 5-litre Executive, 87 model. I believe it's a January 87 build, South Australian car. It's morning blue. It's got power steering, air conditioning. So the plan is to rebuild the car as a street car, but a really good street car. So the car's getting sandblasted completely. It's going on a rotisserie, and I'm going to build a 355 motor for it, going from shit box in the shed with all this boxes and shit all over it to a complete rebuilt car. Completely rebuilt from end to end, and I'll show every little part, talk to every expert because I don't know all about some stuff. Oh, I need to get a better chair, sit on this ladder. Me. Look at this poor old neglected VL. Hey? It's sort of been half restored by someone before. We took it off the road. The last time it was on the road was 2004, I think. When it sat at my dad's house, they got some of this yucky surface rust on the roof. So I'm going to try and sand most of that out. It should be okay. Should come up pretty good if we buzz it right back. This car is going to be mint. It's going to be all back on the road. It's going to look mint. It's a few surprises along the way, but it's going to be mad. I'm really, really keen. So hopefully it all comes together. Just have a look. Shit on it everywhere, honestly. Oh my God. I'm actually scared to pull all this stuff off because there's probably 1,000 spiders. Ugh, yuck. Press this button. I wonder if we pressed it. Got it. What's in the boot? Parts, I remember packing all them in there. Exec tail lights, are they genuine ones? Don't know. Hectic pod filter, sick. It's a bit dark in here, but look at the shit sitting on my VL. The roof, as you can see, has got some surface rust. Lovely. As you can see, about 4 pixels because I've got no lights in here. But there's this fella sitting here. Custom Utes magazine, something or other. Motor sitting here. Look at this carby. Oh yeah. So V8, genuine V8 this thing. So that's kind of cool. All right, here in the carport, I've got the car out of the mess, but there's still a lot of mess in the car. Oh, here we go, hang on. Oh, monster taco. That's taking it back to 2000, whatever, 2000s, 2002, 2004. All the mad tacos. Mad. Look how disgusting these headrests are. Yuck, from sitting around for who knows how long. And look in the back seat, there's shit everywhere. Look. Oh God. Roof lining too, have a look. It's just gross. It's been sitting around for so long. Before I got it, it was sitting in a barn for, I don't know, 10 years, something like that. Check this out. This is how much this car was sitting in a barn. Literally, was a bit of a barn find. Oh, snail, hey? Look at that aircon fan, nice and rusty, beautiful. And then look at all this crap. What is all this? This is crap everywhere. Have a look at all this mess in the engine bay. Shit everywhere. Spider webs, whatever you want. V8 engine, mate. So obviously here we've got the factory 5-litre air box. Two little swirly boys, eh? No, mate. We're going naturally aspirated. Nothing's really connected up properly at the moment. It's all a bit bodgy because the car's been sitting around, you know, in a barn for who knows how long. It was in a barn actually from 2004 till about 2012. So obviously it's got the old style black motor heads on it. Get this off. There we go. There we go. We've got some leaves. There we go. We are going VN heads with this engine. Bottom end will go 355. We'll probably go Torque Power or Edelbrock or a Harrop manifold here. So that'll be kind of cool. Single carby. See, this one's still got a bit of pitting and stuff like that here. All this front water pump housing and stuff's all a bit yuck. We're going to renew all that, obviously get all new stuff there. We'll powder coat all the power steering pump bracket. All this will all be sandblasted, all fresh. So once we strip all the engine bay, which is the job for the next couple of days, once we do that, all this stuff's coming out of the engine bay, obviously, but all the stuff will be refreshed. Everything will be nice and new. I want the engine black. So the motor's going black, all black, everywhere black from top to bottom. Probably do the gearbox as well, whites out. Paint that black, so when you look underneath, it'll all be black. I think you can get new ones of these. Emissions control, you don't know much about emissions once we put this new stroker motor in it. It does have some extractors on it already, but I believe these are a little bit too small and they're not going to fit because we're going to VN heads. Because I believe, so I'm told by Chubby, that the VN heads go spark plug, exhaust, spark plug, exhaust, spark plug, exhaust, spark plug, exhaust. So these will not fit the new car, the new engine, sorry. But as you can see, they're probably too small and too old and too crap anyway. We'll just get a new set of paces and be done with it. Now let's look at some rust. There's a little bit of rust in here in the front window. It's not too bad actually, but like along there. So there's a little bit of spot. So we're going to get this all ground out and see how it looks. There's been a bit of a weld there previously, but the sandblasting will check all that out and we'll suss, you know, whether it needs new front and rear plenums. If it does need new front and rear plenums, which is the part under the front of the window here and then the back window I'll show you in a sec, if it does, then we'll put new ones in. It's getting a bit sketchy up here, so I'm not really super sure, but yeah. Looks like it's got a bit of rust in there, but we'll know more when we sandblast it up and we'll judge it then. Same over this side. It's a bit hacky spec. It's a bit sort of like, you know, it's been hacked at a bit in here, in these corners of the front windows. So we'll see what they blast up like. There's a big fat weld in there. We'll see what they blast up like, but I don't like my chances. I really think, look at that, it's crumbling apart. I think we might have to get new front and rear plenums because we want it done right. There's no point putting this car on the rotisserie and not doing the little things like that because we want it to last 20, 30 years, this shell. But there is some rust. That's not a hole there, is it? No. Pretty urethane and stuff, but we'll see what happens. So here's the back. It's had some welds in there before. Bit of bodgy welding in here. And it's got some stuff here, but it has got a slick of bog that runs the length of the back shelf. So I just chipped this out yesterday, and yeah, it's had a bit of bog put all the way through there. So we'll need that to be blasted out and checked. Right, next episode I'll look at the panels, how dinted up they are, more dodgy rust, and more monster tacho features. Don't forget to like and subscribe, maad.